Hi, I'm Kara, and this channel is about human connection and navigating change in your life, in organizations, and more broadly for collective well-being. It's for my fellow multi-passionate, curious, and creative folk. You might feel stuck in the grind, want to go deeper in your personal development, make a positive impact through your work, express your whole self more, or find more peace and spaciousness in life. And it's for current and aspiring leaders who want to effectively lead change. I believe that greater connection to ourselves, others, and something greater than ourselves makes you both more fulfilled and empowers you to make positive change that helps people and planet to thrive, because we were never separate to begin with. I'm finally doing this after years of research, thought gathering, practical experience, study, and of course, lived experience. But a little bit about me and why I do this to start off. I've explored change through multiple lenses. I started out in geopolitics as a foreign policy analyst in the Middle East, and then moved on to strategic advisory and change management in the corporate space, where I looked at and still do look at helping organizations roll out change through strategy, leadership, culture, and communications. And at a personal level, I began studying yoga at age 15, followed by coaching in women's work later on. And from geopolitics to organizational change and individual transformation, I've come to a few realizations. One is that today, despite being hyper-connected with more advanced technology than ever before, we're also increasingly lonely, burned out, disconnected from ourselves, disconnected from others, disconnected from nature, and disconnected from a greater sense of meaning, purpose, and community. And two, not only is change inevitable, but we're facing enormous changes in our lifetime. The world order is changing dramatically, inequality is leading to increasing deficits in our social and economic systems, and we're killing our planet. Things are changing whether we like it or not in ways that will affect us all. From AI to climate disasters and of course politics, such changes have repercussions that echo throughout society into every home. So I believe that now more than ever, we need to learn not only how to handle change, but how to lead positive change in our own lives, in organizations, and collectively in a direction that benefits both people and the environment. And there are so many talented people already doing incredible work across all industries. From scientists, creatives, and engineers to entrepreneurs, lawyers, and progressive policymakers. We have community leaders, teachers, doctors, carers, and parents making positive changes big and small in their spheres of influence. And this is how collective change works. We need people across every industry and community reaching for better outcomes for us all. So I'm here to talk and teach about the bridge that connects inner transformation with external systems change and cultural change. But why? Well, to me, I get so much joy from seeing people connected to their inner power and wisdom. I love seeing people embracing and expressing their whole selves and living in alignment with their priorities and what matters to them most. But we cannot divorce personal well-being and fulfillment from the context in which we live. You can't breathwork your way out of economic, social, or climate crises. We need systems change too. So if we want broader well-being, we have to look at the systems and structures that we live in. I believe that humans derive great meaning from contributing to something greater than themselves. And I believe that with deeper connection, we see how we're all connected to each other and to the earth, motivating us to not only say change our consumption patterns, but also to use our skills to contribute to positive collective change. But a lot of incredibly passionate, talented people don't always have the confidence, clarity of direction, or community to go out and do what they do best, or at least don't have the support they need along the way. So, helping people like yourself connect deeper and strengthen those inner resources enables you to feel more joyful and fulfilled and possibly go out and do what lights you up, which most likely involves leading positive change in your life and beyond. And it takes collective effort to make collective change. So over the coming episodes, I'll go more in depth on certain themes relating to connection and change. In terms of connection, this means connection to yourself, including nourishing yourself, connecting to your heart, and listening to what various parts of your being need. It also looks like connecting more deeply with others. Not just having social contact, but meaningful connection where you see others and can be seen by them in return. And then there's connection to something greater than yourself. A vision, a contribution, a reason for being, something beyond you. And this can mean change on many levels. Personally, we might want to create positive change to continue developing as a person. This might involve adjusting your outer world to align with your values, whether it's changing jobs, moving cities, or starting a business, but it doesn't have to be big. And it can also be inner change, such as listening to your body, releasing cultural conditioning, building self-compassion, having healthy boundaries, connecting with your intuition, building self-trust and self-worth, embodying confidence, overcoming self-sabotage, and just being more you. And then we have organizational change, such as leading change effectively within organizations as the world, work, and culture rapidly evolves. Because the success of how organizations adapt to change is largely based on how the leaders lead change. And this affects everyone in the organization and everyone the organization impacts. And then we have cultural and systemic change across all industries, including addressing issues such as inequality, environmental damage, accessible healthcare, and enabling communities to thrive through urban planning and family support, all leading to a culture and systems conducive to well-being. So I'm here to give you tools to further your own growth, to deepen your connection on all levels, as well as the tools to initiate, manage, and lead change in your life and beyond. And I'll be sharing more research and lessons that I learn along the way. Thank you so much for joining me on this ride. And if you have any feedback, questions, or topics you'd like me to discuss, I'd love to hear from you. And I'll be back with another episode soon.